Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I welcome to my session, all of you, and thanks for coming in. So basically, we're going to talk about SharePoint, how you can leverage your Azure capabilities for SharePoint. So I'm not sure if all of you are familiar with SharePoint or using SharePoint in your company or personally, but I believe you have heard at least heard of SharePoint. What is the product and all. So basically, so I'm Manoj Karunarathne, and I'm an MVP and MCP working for Software One as a consultant. So this is our agenda, basic agenda, just straightforward, 6 points. We're going to find out the infrastructure options that we have for SharePoint and SharePoint farms in Azure. The IaaS category, SharePoint in hybrid mode, Azure as a backup for SharePoint, and SharePoint VR scenarios and exchange scenarios with Microsoft Azure, and SharePoint Online. Simple as that. So we have to cover up everything in just 30 minutes. There's no complex demo or anything, it's just introductory and slide. Let's have a quick look at the SharePoint journey so far. So it was a product embedded into Windows Server as a small component back in the days in 2001. Called SharePoint Portal Server, which is a very lightweight application. And then evolved until now, SharePoint 2016 is the latest version with a lot of capabilities, and also 2019 to be released. There will be a big announcement for that as well. And parallelly, we have SharePoint Online. So what are the options that we have when you are hosting SharePoint? Basically, you have traditional scenarios like you can have a single server or multiple server in your premise. You install SharePoint there, starting from a one server, ranging to a group of servers. That's one option, and the other options are like you can host SharePoint entirely in Azure using a single VM or even multiple set of VMs. So we can discover that later. And hybrid. You can mix up your on-premise and online scenarios into one setup. And so SharePoint production and dev test farms in Azure. As I discussed earlier, you can deploy your SharePoint setup entirely in Azure using a single VM or multiple setups. So what are the architecture options we have? So as you all know, we have on-premise, you have to manage everything from top to bottom, like applications, data, runtime, middleware, OS, storage, networking, everything is on your hand. So, for example, let's say if something happens to your network, there's no backup or exchange in that scenario, everything will be disaster. So you are responsible for that. I mean, your company has to bear the cost and everything to recover that, and there's a business impact as well. So there can be a single point of failure when it comes to basic scenarios like small companies. They cannot afford the DR and all, right? So you know how power growth in Sri Lanka, like it's not really consistent, right? So power is a huge challenge, and if there's any disaster, it takes, of course, time to recover. And SharePoint, of course, can run a line of business applications and also business critical applications. If there's any failure, it will be a huge impact for the business. So on premises, you have to manage everything. So when it comes to cloud or hybrid, you manage just a partial set of features like applications, data, runtime, those things will be managed by yourself, and the other things like virtualization servers, storage, networking, those physical layers will be managed by Microsoft. That is IaaS. And someone give me an example for IAS? If you host SharePoint under IAS category of Azure, can you give me an example? Anybody?
Virtual machine.
Exactly. So virtual machine comes as the IAS category, right? So you are utilizing IAS capabilities there. And also PaaS, manage a different set of layers there, and also SaaS. Any example for SaaS? It says yeah, SharePoint Online or Office 365. Yeah. So ultimately, the baseline is Azure, and Office 365 also utilizes its resources. So everything is based in Azure. That's the central platform. And Office 365 is part of Azure as well, especially when it comes to authentication layer. All right. So you have to move forward quite quickly. What are the advantages when you are hosting SharePoint in Azure? So of course, it will be a single VM. You can start with single VM, but you can range to multiple. You can even have a group of VMs to create your farm. So what are the advantages? So it's ready to go. Just a simple matter of clicking next and next, and you can use a template, or you can use your own template to create a farm. So it's a rapid deployment. It's not that it's not that hard to deploy SharePoint in Azure. And business licenses mobility. You can use your software assurance benefits to enable licenses in Azure, right? Also, hybrid connectivity, and the main benefit is that it reduces IT overhead. You don't have to manage everything in on-premise. Instead, what you are managing is a very different set of services, right? And when it comes to planning, beware of functions and features, what exactly you are expecting. For example, if you are deploying like 4 5 servers of SharePoint from Azure and just utilizing for a file server scenario, you are just storing files in SharePoint, just one portal, and you are sharing it with the across the organization for collaboration purposes. I don't think it's a good idea to put everything in Azure, right? Doesn't make any sense. Instead, you can use SharePoint Online. Just have a portal there and use for collaboration. There's no point of hosting a huge farm in Azure and use it for file sharing or collaboration. So that you have SharePoint Online. So the main thing that the main thing sticks people into on-premise or SharePoint full-fledged deployment is the customization. Main factor. Right. So if you have customizations specific to your organization, like any WSP is deployed, it will keep you starting into on-premise or pure full-fledged SharePoint deployment. Because nowadays SharePoint Online does not allow you to deploy WSP or even sandbox codes. That's one area which limits you when it comes to SharePoint Online. So, beware of the scenario and don't waste money if your scenario is not relevant for hosting in Azure. And farm users and content, like I said, the topology and services and applications. So when it comes to Azure deployments, SharePoint deployments in Azure, it specifically supports for 2013 and 2016, and anything comes further. 2010 is not supported, so if you are planning to deploy for dev test or anything, SharePoint 2010 is out of mainstream support, so it means Microsoft will not directly support for that. And Azure Premium storage is required for most of the critical workloads. Keep in mind, especially when it comes to search, indexing, and calling. 2016 is a comprehensive architecture, so keep in mind that some of the workloads are not really supported for basic storage. So you have to have premium storage. So when it comes to planning, those are important. So these links have more details. Feel free to go there and check it out. And also other Microsoft workflows like licensing basically handled via a software iTunes. So if you have some software iTunes, check it out. There are a lot of benefits there. You don't need to purchase two licenses for cloud and on-premise. There are feasibility there. You can check it out. Keep these links recorded. What are the farm topologies we have? Just like on-premises, we can deploy similar topologies in Azure as well. There's no difference. Just that you don't see your physical server. Ultimately, you just create VMs, just like you're creating in Hyper-V on-premises. Right? So we can start from just two servers, even a single server. So in this case, we have database was also in one database server and the front-end server holds all the WP and application server. Going beyond, you can expand it to two web servers, a basic one, very basic one, and application server, and a single database server. And even going beyond, you can have HA enabled, two web front-ends, two apps, and two DBs. Going further, you can have a group of servers and create a huge farm for bigger demands. So using templates to build your SharePoint farm, there are templates available to build a SharePoint farm in Azure. Just a matter of clicking next, and you are ready to go. Apart from that, you can build your own templates. Simply create a template and keep it for yourself. You can redeploy using the same template in Azure. Right. So what are the advantages we have? We can simply create an image from template from image gallery and quickly deploy multiple SharePoint servers using that one. And also, you can access those templates using My Images category. Cautions: when you are creating images, keep in mind that you can't run SharePoint production technologies wizard using the template. So basically, what happens is these are the steps. Create a new VM based on the server R2 version is depending on the SharePoint version you have, and then establish a remote connection to the server, and then on the new server you can download and install SharePoint files, binaries, and run the install, but do not run the product text configuration wizard, right? Because it's a template. And install whatever the configurations and custom software you have, and run the script and shut down VM. That's how you deal with the template. And from Azure portal, locate the new VM, and you can save capture. So and then use the integrated image to create new VM. So that's how you need to deal with templates. Very straightforward. And the next category is we can have SharePoint in hybrid mode. What exactly hybrid mode means? So simple as the ability to transfer some of your on-premise SharePoint workloads into cloud without compromising security and compliance. Right. So, for example, let's say you have a on-premise SharePoint site for finance. It has scripted documents, and your company is a finance company. You don't want to compromise security. You can keep that on-premise and take everything else to the cloud. So what happens is the overhead that you have is very less compared to keeping everything in on-premise. Right? So gradually you can take everything to the cloud. So basically what happens is none of the organizations, specifically financial organizations, are not going to the cloud in fully fledged at the beginning, right? So it's basically a journey. Going to the cloud is a journey. What happens is everybody starts hybrid. So far, I haven't seen anybody, any enterprise company or at least a basic company start with full cloud. They basically start with hybrid. So first, what I've seen is that first they take Exchange to the cloud, email services, and the collaboration and content related line of business and other critical applications stays on premise. So that's applicable for SharePoint as well. So you can keep your critical content and applications on premise and take everything else to the cloud uh, as you convene. So flexibility is there, and there are some regulatory reasons that, as we discussed, why people are still sticking to on-premise. But there are some workflows that obviously most of the organizations would like to take to the cloud to reduce the overhead and also give the flexibility and less initial cost. That is very important fact. When you start with Azure, the best thing is that you don't need a huge initial cost to start. Right? Even there's a free trial that you can start, and it's a monthly recurring payment, and even annual recurring payments are there. So there are options, very flexible. So that's one of the main reasons. You start building your on-premise data center. Imagine the cost it has, and even if you want to have a disaster recovery or high availability, there's even bigger cost involved. And you have to maintain. You have to have a huge team to maintain this everything. So basically, when it comes to Azure, this is what makes more convincing to go to cloud. What are the supported workloads if you are going into hybrid mode? Hybrid search, SharePoint is fully capable of having a hybrid search scenario. Sites, you can keep some sites in on-premise and take some sites where you want, right? And OneDrive, this is one of the main areas that people consider to take to the cloud. Because OneDrive, if you think, let's say for example, 1,000 users, right? They will start storing their personal content in OneDrive. And imagine how much storage that you will need to have in your on-premises. Right? 5 GB multiplied by 1,000, how much? Big amount, right? So you're gonna need a lot of storage. You're gonna have to spend on storage a lot to occupy this, to provide the space for these kind of services. And profile is also possible. Like if you have seen the Dell, the new one in Dell profile in SharePoint Online, Office 365, you can have that. And also business connected services is very important because you can have an application which is utilizing business connected services uh, using the backend data from on-premise or cloud. Right? For example, let's say you have an application or data in the cloud and also application or data from on-premise. You can bridge these and have a single interface using business connected services. So this is one of the main services used in SharePoint, and that is also supported for hybrid scenarios. And insights, currently in preview, and also taxonomy. And gateways of Power Apps and on-premise gateways of EI Online and everything, those are also counts as hybrid supportability, hybrid protocols. So this is the fabric of capabilities that we have. There are two layers, apps and data discovery. Search and unified origin, taxonomy, those are counts as the data discovery layer. And apps, if you click on the app discovery, the app launcher of Office 365, you can see here Site, OneDrive, Office 365 Video, Dell, Camera, etc. etc. Right? So those are the applications available in the fabric. What are the basic requirements to enable SharePoint in hybrid mode? Basically, we need at least a SharePoint 2018 on-premise farm, at least with one server, and a valid Office 365 subscription. So you enable the integration and the hybrid connectivity. And Active Directory of course, AD Connect server, formerly known as the same, and Office Online server, which is optional. And Azure server, Azure AD authentication agent should be running. These are the basic requirements for you to enable hybrid, SharePoint hybrid. And when it comes to infrastructure requirements, if you are enabling sites, you need to have these requirements has to be met. So AD sync, the sync, some and SSO ADFS, those are optional. So home is optional, IS means you have yes, and then we know. So reverse proxy is not applicable for all scenarios, but some of scenarios. And identity files is basically there can be federated identity, which is synchronized from on-premise to online, right, using APC, and it will also support directory sync and password synchronization, and even you can have a single identity in the cloud. That's basically how supports SharePoint when it comes to identity. Search context, there can be SharePoint on-premise search and also SharePoint online search. Right? So if you have two sites, uh, you have to link these two and bring one search context, one result, the clients. So what you can do is basically you can enable SharePoint hybrid search, which will basically call both these sources and bring you one single result. Right? That's possible. So these are the scenarios when it comes to search context. On-premises, sorry, outbound, inbound, and private. So when it comes to outbound, what happens is that on-premises users get both result, but sorry, there's a mistake here. Yeah, so outbound and inbound is just one way, and also bidirectional. If you have enabled bidirectional, it will display both results. Right? It depends on your requirement. You can enable search in hybrid mode as well. And deployment methods, we have a hybrid picker, which is very easy. Let me quickly show you how the hybrid picker can be downloaded and configured. If I log into my 365, if you go to admin portal, from there select the SharePoint play, admin centers, and the SharePoint play. This is where you can easily configure your hybrid setup. Click on configure hybrid. You can see. Yes, so you can see. All right. So when you go to your admin play, you see this page. You can see there and you start downloading the tool. Previously, it's supposed to be a PowerShell script, but there's a nice tool which allows you to configure hybrid from the scratch. Right. So this is the tool. You can connect to your on-premise environment, then start configuring hybrid. So you have to run this tool in your SharePoint server, either front end or back. So it's pretty straightforward. That's the PowerShell. Previously, it's supposed to be a comprehensive PowerShell script that you can customize if you want and remove whatever the features unnecessary and just deploy whatever features that you want. But now, the simple feature. Um, So what we have here is a deployment stages. Basically, you have to verify everything. First of all, identity, how you want to synchronize your identities, and then configure domain for Office 365. That's mandatory. You have to have a valid domain, and also configure activity connect, synchronize identities. Keep your UPS ready. Means for synchronization, connectivity is important. That application has to be running in healthy. All the users have to be are the stages for deployment. We'll after. So basically, when it comes to identity, now it's very straightforward. We have the features. ADFS is no longer there. There's a password authentication. So that's how it's supposed to be earlier. No longer ADFS is required, but it doesn't mean that ADFS is not supported, but it has been enhanced with Intel. We have password now. The single sign-on capability. So this is how when you configure Azure AD Connect, you will see an option for the password authentication. This is in preview mode. I believe now it's in production. And also, this the configure and everything will be configured. It's a matter of updating your existing configuration. And next is Azure as a backup for SharePoint. This is another capability that you can leverage, right? You can back up your SharePoint into Azure. Doesn't need to have an on-premise backup servers to back up SharePoint, right? So that's another overhead. You need a lot of resources and everything, right? Now you can back up your SharePoint into Azure. That's another capability. Yeah. So basically, it supports map server, MAPS, Microsoft Azure backup server. Right? It's just a matter of having another small VM. You can have it in the cloud or on-premise, just one VM, which will install the agent and schedule the backup. Right? Which will back up your SharePoint server into Azure. Again, I'm not going in detail because we have only 30 minutes here. These are the stages that we have to configure Azure backup. Basically, create a backup port, log into your Azure portal, as shown there, and download the Vault agent. Install its backup agent in your VM, and manage backup ports and servers. Simple as that. You can back up your SharePoint farms into Azure. And DR scenarios are also possible with Azure. When it comes to SharePoint DR, you can create your DR servers in Azure and then configure SQL log shipping and allow synchronization. Basically, what happens is that if your on-premise farm fails, you have to integrate your DNS entries to Azure and to manually enable the farm. I mean, there are both scenarios, hot and warm scenarios. So all these three scenarios are possible. This is one example. We go through. Yeah, this is one example. So what you're doing is you're having your own. In this scenario, we are having our own AD in on-premise and also in Azure. And we have access to connectivity side VPN. You have to have a VPN connectivity to connect these two environments, right? And then configure the rest of things like I explained earlier. So this farm is a bit of comprehensive, like every role has two servers, right? WP and app, maybe each one in Azure having two servers minimum. And that's how basically DR in Azure is possible. You don't need to have a physical DR for your enterprise scenario. These are the steps to configure. Basically, you design the DR environment and then create virtual machines in Azure, deploy AD and DNS servers configurations, and deploy the recovery farm. Set up DSR. DSR is distributed file services, which will synchronize your database logs into log shipping scenarios in Azure, right? So set up log shippings and validate the case and payload and recovery. You're good to go. Basically, your entire DR setup will be in Azure. Only the production service will be running in your on-premise setup. This is one example that how it works. So this is on the right hand side we have a home standby environment where cold and hot also possible. So in this case we have three tiers that can database, cache, content, like one. So this is how the SharePoint layers are distributed. Right. questions so far? Basically, we have to stop now since the 30 minutes has passed by. We are shrinking down the sessions just 30 minutes. Yeah.
So is it possible that the backup of SharePoint offline environment in any way? If there is a possibility.
As of now, no.
Like,
But there's a backup capability enabled recently. Azure backups are now possible, but not SharePoint online.
right. So even though if it is a hybrid version, that there is no possibility, right?
No, not SharePoint online. I mean,
No, I mean if there is a SharePoint hybrid solution,
yeah.
the part of the online and part of on-prem. But even though there is
So your question is if you can back up your SharePoint online site to somewhere.
yeah.
No. That control is not there. Not yet. Yeah. Any further questions? I think we're gonna wrap up for our lunch, right? So just feel free to evaluate my session. If you think you have done something, feel free to evaluate my session.